What's going on, swim fans? In this video, I'm going to share with you how to break through a swimming plateau. That's right, we've all been there. You're making progress and all of a sudden, you stop getting faster. You stop making those improvements and it can feel terrible. But in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 different ways, plus a bonus at the end, that you can break through those different plateaus in your fitness, whether you're training to compete or just doing it for fitness. Now, if you guys are new here, what's going on? My name is Ferris, co-founder and CEO of MySwimPro, and we help take your swimming to the next level. So if you want to swim faster and smarter than ever before, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like this video, and let me know down below in the comments if you've ever experienced a swimming plateau and how you got through it. Now, without further ado, let's get right into the video and talk about what a swimming plateau is in the first place. Now, there's 2 main kinds of swimming plateaus. The first one might be in speed. So we've all been there. We're getting faster. We're making progress. Check out my beautiful illustration here. On the y-axis, we have our pace per 100, all the way from 215 down to 115. And then on the x-axis, we have time. So this is a number of weeks. So you start with a program, you start to get faster, you see an immediate drop in time, and after a few weeks, you start to plateau. You're not getting any faster. You went from the 215 down to the 2 minute, down to the 145, but you just can't break through, and your goal is to actually get down to the 130. But how are you going to get down to the 130? Because you're plateauing. Another way that you can plateau is in endurance. So this is your overall capacity of training. So same x-axis, it's number of weeks, all the way we got 10 weeks out, and on the y-axis we have distance. This could be the total distance of the workout. It could be how long you can maintain your stroke technique without fatiguing. Could be continuous swimming. Whatever it is, we start out at week 1, week 2, we start to ramp up our distance, and as you can see, as the weeks go by, we start to plateau and we can't improve. Now, of course, there's other ways that we can plateau. There's mental, there's motivation, there's other forms of fitness, but these are just a few examples to show you. And if you've been through this and you plateau, we've all been there. And that's why it's so important that you watch this video until the very end, because we're going to talk about how you can address that. So the first way, and truly the best in my opinion, is to mix up your training. There's a few different versions of how you can do that. So the first one is to find a new training plan. So if you swim on a team, or maybe you swim on a club, or you're in a more structured environment, trying to figure out a way that you work with your coach, or you work with an app like MySwimPro, so that you can get a personalized program, so that way you can reach your goals and blow past that plateau. If you haven't checked out the MySwimPro app available for iOS and Android, you can get a personalized training program specific to your goals. So make sure you check it out. Link down below in the description. Another way that you can mix up your training is by training in different ways. So you can do that by incorporating dryland training. So if you're not doing any strength training, I highly recommend it. We have a number of different videos and resources that'll get you started with a dryland program, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced athlete. And we also have dryland training in the MySwimPro app, so make sure you check it out. Another way is through your speed and intensity and changing the strokes that you swim. Sometimes we go to the pool and we just swim freestyle back and forth. And sometimes that's actually a good thing. It can really be a great mental clarity. But if you're trying to take your swimming to the next level and you're trying to get faster, swimming 30, 60, or 120 minutes of freestyle continuously isn't going to work that long. What's going to happen is you're going to plateau in speed or endurance or both. And by mixing in different intensities and stroke types and doing IM training, doing underwaters, using equipment, all of these different things will take your swimming to the next level. I did mention equipment, whether you swim all natural with no equipment or you swim with a little bit of equipment, the way that you can mix in these tools to really maximize your muscle engagement is really, really important. And if you're looking for new equipment, I've got something for you guys. Meet Aqua Knuckles. The Aqua Knuckles double wide can actually increase your pulling force by up to 10% and make you swim up to 2.5% faster. How do they do it, you might ask? Well, it's actually pretty simple. They created a 5 to 10 millimeter gap between the top of each finger, which increases the total surface area of your hand to help you generate more power. Now, it's really, really easy to use. You just slide it onto your middle and ring finger on each hand, and you swim as usual. And you train your mind and you train your body to swim like this. The Aqua Knuckles come in a bunch of different sizes, and they're color-coded so they look really, really slick. Now, I've been using them for over a year now, and I've definitely seen the the strength and power come into my stroke, and they're a great addition to my equipment bag. Now you can pick them up at the link in the description below, and Aqua Knuckles is so kind that they gave us an exclusive 15% discount for the MySwimPro community. So I know you guys are gonna love these. Make sure you check them out and take advantage of that discount. So definitely use different equipment and mix up all of your training. Now another way that you can break through that plateau is by setting a new goal. Now goal setting is really important in every aspect of our lives. Now when we set goals, we wanna set SMART goals. This is actually an acronym, and SMART is short for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So we want to make sure we're really working towards something specific. We know how we're going to get there, and we have a time horizon. So we're working towards something. And one of the best ways to do this is to just sign up for an event. So if you're swimming, you don't have anything coming up, you don't have to compete, but at least having a deadline, a specific goal that you're going to measure your progress toward can really make all the difference. Even in this example here of having the time, knowing the time that you're trying to achieve, knowing the distance you're going for, the frequency that you want to swim, whatever your goal is, make sure you write it down, put it somewhere so that you're working towards something. It also helps to do it with friends. If you do it with other people, if you add a social element. By the way, shout out to the MySwimPro Facebook group. It's the #1 digital swimming community in the world. Over 25,000 swimmers from over 100 countries. Link down below in the description. Make sure you check it out. Be a part of a community and make setting a goal and sticking with it that much easier. Now, the third component of this is just removing the pressure that you feel to perform. Oftentimes, all of this pressure is self-imposed. So we, as humans, we put this pressure upon ourselves. And you don't have to do that. Remember, just have fun. And if you're struggling to get through this and you really don't know what to do, just remind yourself, why do you swim? Just come back to start with why. Why do you swim? Are you swimming for fitness? Are you swimming for health? Do you want to compete? Do you just want to look good? Do you want to feel good? What are the reasons that you swim? Realign them, set your SMART goal according to that, and it'll make it a lot easier. So incorporate fun into every single workout, do it with friends, and if you follow a MySwimPro training plan, it's even easier. Now let's move to number 4, rest and recharge. It's really important to take a holistic approach to your training. We'll talk about that in just a sec, but ask yourself the following questions. Here we go. Number 1, are you overtraining? Are you ramping up your training to a level where maybe you've plateaued because your body just doesn't recover from all the training that you're doing? Ask yourself, how much sleep are you getting? Are you really getting the right 6, 7, 8 hours every single night? It's okay here and there. We have, rough nights and we don't get the full sleep we need. But in general, you got to make sure you're recovering, and that happens when you sleep. It's okay to take those naps. Big fan of that. Ask yourself, what is your nutrition looking like? Are you eating right? Are you hydrating regularly? Consistency between sleep and nutrition, that's a huge component. And that comes back to the holistic approach to training. It's really important that you not only focus on your swimming, but you focus on what's going on out of the water, the wet side and the dry side. That factors in your dryland training, but also your sleep, nutrition, and of course the mental element, which ties all of this together. So make sure you're considering all of these things when you're factoring in your training, but also thinking about how to break through any plateau that you might be experiencing. And number 5, be patient. It takes time. This is a journey. Enjoy the process, trust the process, and always remember, progress, not perfection. World champion, Olympic gold medalist Caleb Dressel talks about this all the time. We are in the pursuit of perfection, but we know we won't get there, so it's more important to have progress, consistency, trust the process, and if you make progress, don't worry about perfection because you're going to improve day over day. Really, really important concepts. And then I've got a bonus for you guys, and this one's really fun. Change your scenery. If you're stuck, if you don't know what to do, and this happens in every aspect of our lives, just change it up. Mix up your training location, the pool, the venue, the actual place that you go swimming. Maybe you change the time of day that you go swimming. Change the swimsuit that you're wearing. Change the equipment that you use. Change up your training program. By mixing it up, not only in your training, but also in your environment, the people that you're with, the community, the food that you have, the protein, the hydration, the sports drink that you have during your swim. Mix these things up. Be smart about it. Don't change it every single day. Change some things, stick with it, be consistent, and see the progress that happens over time. Remember, if you guys want a personalized training program, download the MySwimPro app so you can get that plan just for you. We have plans to help people go from the couch to a 1K, all the way up to advanced programs training for the 400 individual medley and even a 10-kilometer open water swim. So if you're somewhere in between like most people, we've got tons of plans there as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like and let me know down below in the comments if you've ever experienced some kind of plateau and how you've gone through it. Hopefully the tips that I shared in this video will help you get there. Thanks again for watching and happy swimming.